So, good morning, students. Once again, you are welcome in social science video session. In today's video session, we will continue with our geography chapter number 1, our environment. So, yesterday we learned that everything which is present in our surroundings is known as our environment and it may contain many components. For example, biotic factors, abiotic factors, living things, non-living things, and other things also. Okay, other factors also. Now, our Earth has three realms. Realms means sphere of activity or spheres. So, what are these realms? So, there are four realms of Earth or domains of Earth. We also say it the domains or the area of activity. So, here you can say one is atmosphere, second is hydrosphere, third is lithosphere. So, these three are the main realms of Earth. By the combination of these three realms where life is existing, here comes our fourth realm that is called biosphere. So now we will discuss about all the four realms of Earth one by one. So let's start. So here we go. So the atmosphere, spheres of Earth, the atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. So these are the four rings of Earth. Atmosphere surrounds the Earth as a layer containing a mixture of gases. Okay, so atmos means air. Atmos means air. So you already know that air is a mixture of gases, and that mixture of gases means air. It covers the Earth from all sides. Okay, so that it makes a layer of gases around the Earth, which we call the atmosphere. Lithosphere. What is lithosphere? It is the surface layer of the Earth. It forms a thin crust of the Earth. Lithos means rock. So what does the word litho means? It means rock. So means crust. So all the land mass on Earth, it is known as lithosphere. Hydrosphere, third domain or realm is hydrosphere. Hydro means water. So all the water present on earth, whether it is in the oceans, whether it is in sea, whether it is on rivers, whether on the glaciers in the form of ice, okay, wherever earth is, wherever water is present on earth, it makes a different sphere known as hydrosphere. So if you look at the map of Earth or on the globe, you will find that about 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Now next is biosphere. So it is a very narrow sphere, very short sphere. It is made up by the combination of all three spheres. So here the life exists. Actually, the meaning of the word bio is life. So wherever there is life, it becomes biosphere. Whether it is the underwater, whether it is on the earth, whether it is in the air. So it makes a biosphere. Now lithosphere. So what is lithosphere? Lithosphere means all the landmass on earth. So it's the rigid outermost shell of a rocky planet. It comprises the crust and portion of the. So you know Earth have three different layers. So crust, actually we calculate crust in the lithosphere. Okay. So it is formed of many. soil particles, rocks. Okay, crust can also be under the ocean. Okay, now lithosphere. In lithosphere, you find many types of minerals. Okay, gold, copper, coal, everything. Hydrosphere. So main thing in lithosphere is that we have seven major continents of the earth, okay, that are included in the lithosphere. So lithosphere is consists of seven major continents and many islands. Okay, so keep in mind that lithosphere means all the land on earth, and it contains all the seven major continents and several islands, whatever islands are present. Means any form of land found on earth, it will come under the lithosphere. Hydrosphere means all the water. So you know, all the four oceans of the world, they makes hydrosphere. Then rivers, then we have the you can say ice, okay, glaciers. Then we have also have water as in the form of water vapors in the atmosphere also. Okay, that also consists the hydrosphere, that also makes up the hydrosphere. Underground water also makes up the hydrosphere. Hydro means water, so wherever water is there, it means the hydrosphere. Okay, so near about 97% of the water available on our planet, okay, it is found in oceans. It is salty water and is not readily available for drinking. We have to treat it. Okay, treat it first, purify it, then we can use it. So literally, it is not accessible to all the people right now for drinking. So next, whatever is present in the form of rivers. So most of the people in today's world are usually generally using the underground water. Okay, that's why water is present everywhere on earth, but a little amount is, you can say, drinkable, or we are useful to us to fulfill our day to day needs. Next, we can have a look at the hydrological cycle, water cycle. Okay, that how water gets transformed for from one sphere to other sphere and one place to other place. Then we have next. This is how the water cycle works. Okay, water evaporates from the earth, goes up to the sky. Okay, form the clouds, then come down as rainwater. Okay, this cycle continues. Atmosphere means a layer of gases, a blanket of gases that surrounds the earth. So atmosphere surrounds the earth like an envelope of various gases. It is held together by the gravitational force of the earth. Okay, though the atmosphere extends beyond 1500 kilometers above the earth, 97% of it lies within 25 kilometers from earth's surface. It is thus densest in the lower layer. So as we go up high in the sky towards the space, okay, up in the atmosphere, the density of air gets low. Okay, so you will find about 97% of the atmosphere or gas in just within 25 kilometers from the earth. Above that, you will find very less air. Okay, now composition of the atmosphere, as you already know that nitrogen is most abundant gas in the atmosphere. It comprises 78% of the total volume of the air. So whatever gases are present in the atmosphere, So if we calculate that 78% of those gases is only nitrogen, only 21% is oxygen, okay, which is necessary for the existence of living organisms on earth, especially human beings, animals, birds, okay. Now carbon dioxide or other gases only make up to the 1%. So the atmosphere acts like a blanket protecting the earth from harmful rays of sun, especially the ozone layer. So there is a layer in the atmosphere which is called the ozone layer. It absorbs the ultraviolet rays of the sun, okay, and only some amount of ultraviolet rays can cross this layer. Okay, so ultraviolet rays are very harmful and they can lead to skin burns and other health related problems, skin related diseases, and it they can also raise the overall temperature of the earth, which will lead to global warming, etc. Okay, so that's why our atmosphere is very important for the existence of life on earth. Next is biosphere. So biosphere is just the combination of all the layers present. Now, for example, there is some life in the atmosphere. Birds are flying, bacteria, virus, etc. Everything that makes up the life. That contains life, it means it's a part of biosphere. Then, up to some extent, water also have life. Okay, there are various organisms which live underwater, so that part also included in the biosphere. Then up to on the crust, especially the surface of the earth, there are living organisms. So it means these, wherever life exists on earth, it becomes part of the biosphere. So the biosphere is the global sum of all ecosystem. It can also be termed the zone of life on Earth, a closed system. Okay. Apart from solar and cosmic radiation and heat from the interior of the Earth and largely self-regulating, the biosphere includes the parts of the atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere in which living organisms exist. So this was the definition of the all the realms of the earth.